Hello and good morning to everybody. Welcome to the Point Blank Podcast with Rome DMV, where we get down to it, point blank, period. It's a beautiful day. Episode 12. First of all, I just want to say salute to everyone that signed up on the Patreon hearing this first. We're up to 60 you guys now. I appreciate every single one of you. That's where I'll be dropping my podcast a few days before they'll be on YouTube for the public. The link is in the description below to sign up. If you're hearing this on YouTube, you can listen to part 1 of the State of the Blogger's Address. It's on the Patreon right now before it drops on YouTube. I'll be dropping Patreon exclusive content there weekly that only Patreon members will have access to. So sign up by clicking the Patreon link in the description below and be entertained. I do not put ads on the YouTube drops, so if you support my podcast and what I do, go sign up now. Now, episode 12 of the Point Blank Podcast, we're going to be talking about Cave Gang and pretty much what the repercussions are for how this event went down, this Summer Impact Reloaded. Now, we're just going to talk about each person, but when we start this thing, we got to start with the head, right? We got to start with the head because at the end of the day, it all comes back to the head. So Tay-Rock, we got to talk about Tay-Rock. Now, everyone has been going at Tay-Rock, all these things, but I have another view on this. And my other view on this is the exact same as everyone else's view. That Tay-Rock stood there when he had every single reason in the world to and did nothing. And now that these text messages are coming out, these Instagram DMs that Tay-Rock had, the night that it happened, someone was DMing Tay-Rock in a group DM on Instagram and joked around. You guys can go look it up. It's out there. It's clearly Tay-Rock. It's just video shot and everything. Like, it's not a screenshot. Like, it's really Tay-Rock. Like, there's no beating around the bush. He clearly says, yeah, I was running from blackface. I wasn't trying to see blackface. I was not trying to see blackface. When Tay-Rock was next to the pile, everyone that fell down, Tay-Rock didn't go around the pile and get over in Blackface's face. What did he do? He went to the back and ran. Seeing his mans get punched on. Seeing Briz get punched on. Briz, the person that he said he's there for. He do all this stuff. Gang, all that. I die for my gang. I die for Briz. Briz is my brother. All that stuff. And then when Briz got popped off on and you were there watching it, clear as day, front row seat, what did you do? Acted like you were never at the event. People thought you wasn't there earlier. You was like, I'm gonna get away with it now and people aren't gonna think that I'm there now. But guess what? People know because it's on video and the video shows everything. The video shows you standing there halfway falling in the T-top pile, really not falling. You were just kind of leaned over into it so that you kind of looked over at the brawl while not doing anything. Then you went to the back. And as you said, you ran away from blackface. Once you saw all them coming over to that side of the stage, that's when you dipped. You were gone. You were out of there. You went straight to the back. And what did you do? Post it up on the wall right by the exit. And what did you do? You watched Briz get punched by blackface. You watched Briz get beat up and go out the door by blackface and Calico's people. It doesn't matter if you know them, if you're somewhat cool with them, whatever. I thought you didn't like Dot Mob. And now you got Dot Mob members going at Briz. You got landslide people going at Briz, the person that you said you was down for and all this stuff. And what do? You run to the back door and you stand there and watch. Don't even move. Don't even go and try to grab him, try to get him off of him. You didn't even want to get him off of him. If anything, just try to separate it. You didn't throw a swing. You didn't make any effort at all. And then what did you do? You acted like your Twitter was suspended. Your Twitter wasn't suspended, Tay-Rock. You just didn't tweet. And what do? You come back joking, ha ha, he he, like it's all fun and games. This is about the worst thing that could happen to Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock, this is complete karma. And you know what this is karma for? This is karma because for about, what was it, a week and a half, Tay-Rock. You were the man. Why? Because you punched someone at a small event that was talking crap online. Talking way heavy, all this stuff, things you didn't like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so what did you do? You saw him at an event. You walked up to him and punched him, and everyone was praising you. All the bloggers was dropping blogs. Oh, Tay-Rock finally fought. Tay-Rock finally fought. Tay-Rock's finally. And then you all, yeah, I'm about that life. I'm about that life. Feeling all good about it and everything. Yeah, da-da-da, shoulda, da-da-da, shoulda did this, shoulda did that. Feeling like you the man. And then all of a sudden, what happens, Tay-Rock? What happens? You get put in a situation immediately where you really got to show that you aren't an almost fighter, that you are willing to do something. You weren't maced. You weren't nothing. You weren't sitting there rubbing your eyes. You weren't nothing. You were sitting there standing by the door, not doing anything, just sitting there watching Briz Rothstein and Chess really fight for something while you did nothing. I like Briz, at least he tried to fight. He might have got punched a couple times, but at least he tried to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like this is just a bad situation. So how do you think Briz feels right now, Tay-Rock? This is the most embarrassing stain on Briz Rothstein's career easily. This is the biggest one. And who didn't help him out at all? You, the person that said that they was there for them, the leader, his leader, the person that is supposed to be the most about it. When you look at the leaders in all these groups, what do we think of? Okay, the leader is about it. When we think of gun titles, the leader is Sue Surf. Sue Surf's about it. When we think of Cave Gang, Tay-Rock. Okay, we thought that Tay-Rock might have been about it. Twerk. We know Twerk, the leader of the Goonies, is about it. We've seen him punch people at small events that don't even matter just because he doesn't like them. We know Twerk is about that life. We don't have to question that. You look at Dot Mob. Look who's at the head of Dot Mob. Murda Mook, T-Rex. Don't gotta question it. We know they're about that life. We know they are. Some things you just don't gotta question. But Cave Gang was the one question mark in all these groups. Team Hami, Swave Seva, you know Swave is about that life. You know everyone in Team Hami is down to go. But Cave Gang, the leader of Cave Gang, now these not. You're the only leader in all the important battle rap groups. Look at NWX, K-Shine. We know K-Shine is about that life. We know he is. That's not a question. All the leaders, it's not a question except for you. You're the only question mark of a leader. So how do you think that Briz Rothstein feels when Briz Rothstein is now sitting here like, man, this is the most embarrassing moment. I'm the guy that got punched by Murda Mook and got punched by Calico's Pop's Blackface. We had heard stories about Blackface. We had all this stuff, maybe seen him at events, things like that, an interview here or there. But we didn't really know what he did, what work he put in. We just heard about it, you know? We got to see it live in action on your face. How do you think Briz Rothstein feels that you ran to the back away from Blackface and you're laughing about it in the Instagram DM? You are laughing about it, Tay-Rock. Ha 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 ha, I was running away from Blackface. I wasn't trying to get beat up. I thought you were a leader. This is something that a fan would say. This is something that a fan on stage would say. If Briz Rothstein brought a random fan on stage and then that random fan that was behind Briz ran to the back door and acted like he didn't see nothing and then laughed about it later, said, man, I wasn't trying to fight Blackface. I barely even knew Briz. I was just a fan. I ain't in on this. That would be understandable. You are the leader of the group that he is in. You are one of the biggest names when it comes to this thing. You have a persona, a reputation to keep up, and you failed to keep that up. Why? Because you decided not to go when you needed to go. Out of all the times that you needed to go in your entire life, this was the one time that you really needed to go. Now, Tay-Rock, we can't hear any of that gang stuff. We can't hear you as a hype man. We can't hear you as nothing. Your believability is the lowest in battle rap right now. The lowest in battle rap. People think that I am more willing to fight at this point than you are, Tay-Rock. That's a problem. That is a problem. A serious problem. Tay-Rock, your believability is in the drain right now, and I don't know what you can do to get it back, because it would take another real situation like this for you to earn that respect back from the fans. It just would. This isn't anything like the Geechee Gotti tree situation. That wasn't even that big of a deal to me. In my opinion, that wasn't a big deal at all. Geechee Gotti saw something pop off. What did he do? He got behind the car. He was heading to get behind the car. He wasn't getting behind the tree. He was heading to get behind the car. But guess what? You can't see what's going on from behind the car, so he just chilled behind the tree for a little bit, looking over. That wasn't even that crazy. I ain't trying to get shot. Yeah, I'm going to get behind a car. It's a lot harder for a bullet to go through a couple cars than it is to go straight through air, walking down the sidewalk. So yeah, you see something about to pop off, cool, get behind the car real quick, see what happens. I wasn't mad at that. This is crazy. You stood by the door and watched your boys get beat up and ran out the building and did nothing. Not so much as swing, not so much as do anything, not even so much as call the cops. You couldn't even do, you did nothing, literally. You just stood there frozen like a totem pole. Tay-Rock. Rock is a great name for you because you was just stiff, just stuck there. You wasn't moving. You was a rock. You was stiff as a rock right there, just stuck against the wall. Like you couldn't say, and like you acted like you was blending in perfectly, like wasn't nobody gonna see you. Didn't work out, did it? This is so much karma, Tay-Rock. You've been acting like the big tough guy. Look at the shoddy horror situation. What did you do with the shoddy horror situation? What did you do? You acted like a child. And then got tough about it, and then sent back the money while you were being tough about it, which makes no sense. No sense. You could have went out to Manchester, battled Shoddy Horror, had millions of views, had a great time, had a great rapport, gotten paid $8,000, because you said $2,000 was 25%. So you could have got paid $8,000, but instead you chose to go to an event and get your reputation absolutely ruined. If that Ace Amin chain would have actually been your chain, because I'm pretty sure that Ace Amin's chain is a fake chain of your fake chain, so it's like a faker chain of a fake chain, because ain't none of y'all chains real. Don't none of y'all got 20,000 just to boom put on a chain. Y'all not even making 20,000 a battle yet. Like anyway. So, with this situation, Tay-Rock being the leader, it makes it very hard to stay underneath that person. Briz Rothstein right now is looking at Tay-Rock like, how are you the leader of me when you weren't willing to do anything for me after all these years that I've been vouching for you, I've been going to war for you, anything that you say goes, whatever. When Tay-Rock separated from Dot Mob, what did Briz say? Oh, he said, I'm still Dot Mob. Why? Because Tay-Rock had brought him into Dot Mob. Tay-Rock brought Briz into Dot Mob. And now what happened? Dot Mob members are going all at Briz. And what does Tay-Rock do? Just stand there. Tay-Rock brought this on to Briz. All that hype, all that extraness. And what happened? Nothing. Just like Chess said, y'all just stand there. I don't know where I'm from. I'm the only one fighting on my side. Why am I the only one fighting on my side? He's clearly talking about Tay-Rock. What is you doing? I ain't just standing there. Even Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes is talking about it too. Tay-Rock just standing there. Everybody's going to be talking about that forever. This is an angle that is never going to go away. I don't even know. I would cancel my upcoming battle with Geechee Gotti. I would cancel it, Tay-Rock. There's no way that, I would cancel that battle. There is no way in the world that I would battle this soon within a month after doing that. That is crazy. That is insanity. And you haven't even won a battle in the last 2 years. So this is extremely, extremely dangerous for you right now. Tay-Rock, you are on the verge of literally losing out on the chance to battle New Jersey Twerk. I want you to know that, Tay-Rock. You are losing out on the chance to battle New Jersey Twerk. New Jersey Twerk is about to be the face because you're just becoming the anti-face. You're not becoming something that Smack wants to market right now. You're not becoming something that Smack wants to market anymore. You're only Smack's gunner as long as the gun's firing, and the gun is on safety right now. Because nobody believes the gun is shoot. Because the gun hasn't shot yet. New Jersey Twerk is about to be the face of URL. New Jersey Twerk and Geechee Gotti are the new faces of the URL. And when they eventually battle for that title, we'll see who the real face is. And I think we all know who will win that battle. But anyway, if you're any of these people, Briz Rothstein, Av, you even saw Av joke about it. Man, if Tay-Rock battles Jack Boy anytime soon, I'm leaving Cave Gang. Av, you don't joke like that. I know that there's some bit of seriousness in there where you're feeling like, what am I doing in Cave Gang right now? Cave Gang looks crazy. Chef Trez, I see you still riding for Tay-Rock, but at the end of the day, this is hurting your brand. Everyone in Cave Gang right now, y'all brands is hurt. When it comes to believability in battle rap, Cave Gang has the lowest believability in battle rap, period, right now. Point blank, period. I'm sorry, it's true, they do. I don't understand how Tay-Rock, I don't understand how you can say you're the leader or something, say you're so willing to do things for people, and then when it's time to pop off, you don't. The biggest battle rap brawl in battle rap history, and someone swings on your right-hand man, and you say, ah, ha, 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 I'm running away from the guy that swung on him. I wasn't trying to see him. Like, how can you call yourself a stand-up dude? How can anyone ever say that they got your back again because they know you won't have theirs? If anything pops off, from now on, people know you're not going to swing. People know you're not going to do nothing. You might swing on somebody in the future just because you're mad about all the ridicule that you're getting about not swinging. That's typically what happens in these situations. All that built up, pent up anger, you'll eventually swing on someone. And then it'll be back to the same thing. Oh, Tay-Rock sucker punching someone again. Da 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 da. It's not a vibe that you want, Tay-Rock. So honestly, I don't know what I would do if I was Tay-Rock right now. I would go into hiding. Like, Tay-Rock, just leave, like, for a little bit. Take a little break. Take like a 2-3 month break. Evaluate everything. Come back. Don't be as reckless. Because this reckless Tay-Rock, it's not you. The way that you are distancing yourself from Briz Rothstein in this situation is the same way that Sue Surf be distancing you. Sometimes, Tay-Rock, it's almost embarrassing how you be begging for a Sue Surf retweet. You be atting Sue Surf and all this stuff. Like, you really be begging for him to rock with you 100%. Sometimes he don't even be retweeting it. You know he sees it. He be retweeting his fans and stuff. He sees everything. Sometimes he just doesn't even retweet you. Why? Because he doesn't give you that same respect like you're on his level. He just doesn't. And so you're starting to feel it from him, so you do the same thing with Briz. You're not going to fully support him. If something popped off with Tay-Rock, are you 100% sure that Sue Surf would be like, you know what, let me do this, let me go in with him? Me personally, I think he would. I don't got a reason to believe he wouldn't. But at the same time, I thought the same thing about you. And he be distancing himself from you the same way you distance yourself from Briz. So I don't really know. I really don't know. People know that Sue Surf got with Tay-Rock kind of to help out Sue Surf because Sue Surf was kind of going down a little bit. So it was a way to boost up his stock. And it worked. And now Sue Surf is who he is. If something popped off, like it's just differences. When things pop off, your homies go looking for people immediately. When Jims threw that punch and then ran out the back door immediately, what was all of us doing? Me, Twerk, Drugs, Tuck, all of us. What was we doing? We was looking for him immediately. We was looking everywhere. We was outside. We was driving around. We was looking for him. Looking every parking lot. Where is this dude at? He dipped out. What did he do? He hopped in the car, drove straight back to New York. Didn't even go back to the hotel. But what did we do? We was looking for him, and everyone there saw us looking for him. Security was trying to hold us back from looking for him. It's a difference. When things pop off, the Goonies jumped off the stage and immediately started looking for him. If that was you in that situation, you would have stayed on stage and just stared in the crowd like, "Oh, what's going on? That ain't my business." It's the difference. When you're a leader, you gotta act like a leader. And there is no reason for anyone in Cave Gang to feel like they need to stay in Cave Gang after what happened. This isn't me trying to break up Cave Gang. This isn't me trying to do anything like that. This is me saying facts. When it comes to battle rap, this is about as big of a black eye as you can get. And when it becomes on the leader, it puts a black eye on the rest of the group. This is now a black eye on Briz Rothstein, and Briz Rothstein can partially blame you for this, Tay-Rock. He can partially blame you. Yes, Briz Rothstein was doing a lot in the battle, being extra. Yes, I don't believe that Briz Rothstein knew about Tay-Rock's or knew about Murda Mook's mom passing. Me personally, I didn't know. Me personally, but if you're battling someone, you're always looking at their stuff. Plus, they say T-Top, he liked one of the posts or whatever, like he gave his condolences. So T-Top knew. So they knew. That's a lie. That's a lie. You knew. So I don't want to hear that, Briz. Like, you shouldn't have said that. That was not. You should have just owned up to knowing and been like, you know what? I shouldn't have did that. It is what it is. I know that I say a mom bar every battle, but I should have held it off. I didn't. That was my bad. Should have just said that. Just own up to it. Own up to it. Move on. Okay. It is what it is. But now, this is just a bad situation. It's like you trying to defend yourself. Now, Briz, like, man, like the bars you guys are going to get, the next battle is going to be insane. Like, whoever battles Tay-Rock next, and Lord, it's Geechee Gotti. Whoever battles Tay-Rock, like, this is the biggest opportunity you got to 3-0 body bag Tay-Rock. I don't know any time Tay-Rock has ever been put in a body bag. Like, Tay-Rock might have been edged 3 rounds, but I'm talking about a body bag. This is a chance for Tay-Rock to go in a body bag. And Geechee Gotti has the opportunity to do that, because there is just way too much to talk about. I cannot believe that he laughed about his homies getting beat up in front of him. I can't believe that. That is sickening, and that makes me mad for the members of Cave Gang. Chess, if you really did join Cave Gang, I wouldn't, no. Separate yourself from that. You don't need to like you said, Chess, you don't keep the people that aren't really real, aren't really down to go around you. So, Chess, I shouldn't be seeing you with Tay-Rock no more. Why? Because he wasn't there to ride for his own homies when you was. And you way less acquainted with Briz Rothstein than Tay-Rock is. Same situation, but you went, Tay-Rock didn't. He went and stood by the door, turned into a gargoyle. Frozen. Like some soft serve, just chilling. Chilling by the door, doing absolutely nothing. I literally, just even thinking about it is just sickening. It's literally sickening. I don't even get it. Anything happens, anyone swings on my homies, anyone swings on Twerk, everyone's going. It's not a question. We going. It's on. It's time. Let's get it popping. Win, lose, or draw. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to get punched in the face a couple times. Whoop-de-doo. It happens to the best of us. If you can't take a punch in 2019, you're not even a grown man. You shouldn't be scared to get up in there and fight. Period. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be. And this situation just showed what you're really about, Tay-Rock. You can't just go up into another small event and punch another fan in the face. No, people are still going to think the same thing about you. It's really going to take another one of these type of situations for you to earn your stripes back. But I don't think that that's going to happen, because this is the first time that it's happened in 10 years. On this level. At a URL event this big. So we'll see what happens with Cave Gang. But me personally, I think that this is the end of Cave Gang. I don't think that we'll see a Cave Gang versus Goonies card. I don't think we'll see a Cave Gang versus NWX card. I honestly think that that Cave Gang is going to just start disassembling. Which, Briz, I would leave Cave Gang if I was you. I would leave it. Like, it's time. It's time to separate yourself. That showed you everything you need to know about the person that you're quote unquote following. That is your leader. You learned everything you need to know about him right there that night. 1 week ago. That's just my opinion. In my opinion, I would not stay there. I'm sorry. Chef Trez, You can stay Cave Gang if you want. I don't know. It's up to you. Av, I don't know. Like, you always repping Cave Gang so heavy. The situation didn't have nothing to do with you. If you stay, I understand. But at least Briz got to separate himself, man. I'm sorry. Briz, like, this and this is for your own good, Briz, that you need to separate yourself. Like, you just need to separate yourself, man. Like, because Briz, you know I'm cool with you, man. You know I'm cool with you, but I'm sorry. I couldn't be in no group with nobody that. I'm sorry. I couldn't be in no group with nobody that didn't want to go for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. I just couldn't. Like, I just stick with my own group, Dark Side. Like, that's your group. You can start your own, keep your own group, man. Simple as that. Like, you don't need nobody else and nobody else's cosign. You don't need nobody else's nothing. You got this, Briz. You got this. So this was my state of the Cave Gang current situation. You guys can let me know what you guys think. Shout out to all you guys that are tuned in, listening on the Patreon. You guys can let me know what you guys think. Man, yeah, the Cave Gang is just looking really bad right now. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the groups, Cave Gang is clearly looking like the worst group out of the main groups right now. They're just at the lowest of the low right now. That their believability just went through the toilet. So, let me know how you guys feel about Cave Gang and this whole situation. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Rome wasn't built in a day. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below to get the latest from the show. I'll see you on the next episode.